仙人を中心とし
ミーミルの泉はこの先だ。以前
おそらく
はい
お二人が作って
この機会を逃せばもうオーディンは救えないわ。一刻も早くミーミルの泉へたどり着かなくちゃ。
長野石の神殿はガイアに任せる。わしは人の子だ。東の神殿です。ガイア殿には勝敗殿と勝家だ。前世殿には義経殿と俺がお供する。歴史は一度長野石ご覧あれ。いざ参る。
いずれ退路が必要になる。行こうか。私は長野石ここで敬遠を死守しよう。一度戦った戦場に再び追い立てるとはな。かぐやの力は実に見事だ。
以前もこうして時を追うと多くの命を救った。ならば答えは今の未来を救うのみ。まったく素晴らしいね。これだから話が面白い。いざ参ったり。私たちも急ぎ続かなくては。
これでよしっと。さあ力を注ぐ。力は十分に注ぎます。泉への門よ開いて。やったわね。さあミー
ハンニルドラシルを育ててくれたじゃないか。
ハデス貴様。
いけない。泉にハデスが現れたわ。みんな急いでちょうだい。
素晴らしいね。だからアルトは面白い。さあ前へ。遠慮はいらんぞ。お前の力全部俺がもらってやるよ。ご覧あれ。
どうしていたというのか。私の力を落として私を。
いざ参る。そこまでだ。オーディンの命互いに殺せるわけにはいかん。いざ参る。そうか。何もかも全てお見通しというわけ。
何を企んで私に知恵を貸したのはなぜだ。
お前に話すことなどもう何もない。さっさと魂をいただくとしよう。ご覧あれ。
ハデス、まだ間に合うわ。これ以上バカな真似はやめなさい。
まさか全部バレていた。いざ参る。俺はこれで面白くなる。さあベル。の戦士たちよ、存分に暴れてやれ。オーディンを血祭りにあげよう。
私を救う。
今悠長に説明している暇はないの。すべほど言わずについてらっしゃい。あなただって分かってるはず。ここを生き延びるに私たちと行くほかないって。
やむを
ご覧あれ。
東のあれ、もう冥府の者たちに抑えられている。敵の少ない西から脱出するの。
ご覧あれ。
この戦場、俺が根本に乗り込んだ。
少しはやるようだ。ご覧あれ。参る。もう逃がさんぞ、オーディン。
小賢しいまで。
急いで門を守る怪物を倒そうよ。このままだとオーディンが危険だわ。
ご覧あれ。 感謝だ。敵将が落ちてきた。行こうか。ご覧あれ。
驚いちゃった。あなたってこんなにできる子だったの？
体の戦、ご覧あれ。
このまま進むのは難しそうね。迂回して敵の少ない南側を進みましょう。
すぐに戻らねば。ご覧あれ。
良い働きだ。お前たちかわせる
いざ参る。ご覧あれ。行こうか。
これだから
真田の戦、ご覧あれ。いざ参る。おっと逃がしはしない。おとなしくオーディンを引き渡していこうか。
いくら兄弟コミといえど、それはしてぬな。
ないなよ。
今日は力ずくで押し通らせてもらおう。
Hello, just finishing up chapter 8.
いいぜ。お前たちの気が済むまであがくないです。どっちみち最後に勝つのはこの俺だがな。
見事だ。これからも頼みにさせてくれ。
父は脱したか。では説明してもらおう。お前たちの行動の意味。
分かったわ。私たちもあなたに聞きたいことがある。
さあ、つまり、そして信じられぬだろうがその通りよ。お前たちの言い分、この命まずは歯です。
守備は上々よ。
さてと、
ハデスはユグドラシルの中心部を手中に収めて力を吸収し、かつてない強さを手にしている。
先の戦いで皆も感じたと思うが、力のみ。
ええ、
ユグドラシルの
ユグド
ミーミルの泉で。
お
ロキ、お前もユグドラシル、我が
今は皆で力。
その通りだ。
決まりね。
ガイア様、それならば
He regained his body, and he just fights the same. He has different charge attacks. He's supposed to be the big reveal. Give us the spirit of Sonata
興味
characters.
深い神器を目にそれを
名
神以外の者と共に戦場。お前
奇遇、機会がある。
妖精。
Am I gonna go to the same map again? There's obviously there's no new maps. It's just the same one again.
最大の脅威はハデス。
かつて
Alright, so I guess this is where I get the final sacred treasure.
囚われた。
だが
いや念のため一時のことと。
そうね。
そうと決まれば
Yep, same map again. What is up with the frame rate? Why is it like even worse now? Is it because I've had to switch on all day or what? They need to fix the shit frame rate or make a better Switch. This thing can't handle anything. Tired of like every good game running crap like this. It's getting really annoying. I wish they would put this out on PC first. The only platform where it runs well. Frame rate sucks. Like, every action game runs like this on the Switch. All of them. Should have like made it run like sub-native or something to make it run at 60. Fire Emblem does. I don't get why this doesn't. Frame rate like starts to make me sick sometimes.
やつとこうも敵が尋ねではない敵の処分ここはお前たちだけで十分だ。私は単独で行動させてもらう。
オーディン殿、戦線を離れて一体どこへ。
少しはやるようだ。
まさか現れるか。愚かなやつだ。一丁は
紹介させてやろう。
主力というようなことは容易な
敵陣に短期で乗り込むとは、いくらオーディン殿とはいえ私が火星に向かおう。皆は引き続き敵の戦闘に当たってくれ。相手をしてやる暇などないというのに。
あなたってこんなにできる子だったのね。
見事だ、雪村殿。あのロキが友と認めただけのことはある。
いまいましい。奴の兵にここまで追い込まれるとは。ここは私がこの手にそう。いざ参る。
ご覧あれ。
燃えよ我が家に我が魂。いざ参る。敵を消滅せん。いい考えました。
気分にかけられていた術が解けたみたい。攻撃を仕掛けるなら今よ。
無事か、オーディン殿。今よりこの加熱軍が加勢しよう。
なぜ私を助ける。私が弱ればお前たちにも好都合だ。
我らはオーディン殿の魂を救うと決めた。となればあなたはもう我らの同志の一人だ。
己の命を賭したまるで理解
理解してもらえずとも結構。ひとまず今は目標を達することを考えさせよ。ひとまず敵軍を一掃できたようだな。さあオーディン殿、共に進もう。
私への恨みも憎しみ
悪いが真田の息今は悠長に語らっている。
Now they're gonna talk for an hour. Of course. Stop talking. Maybe it'll just end here. I think the next level is in that last one.
よし、ここまで来れば冥府まであと一息だ。この先は敵の力もさらに強くなっていくはず。みんな気を引き締めてついてきてくれ。
ペルセウス殿に無論私とて私は
うまくいったか。守備は上々。
異界の陣地に残してきた。
だが
そうね。
いや、なんとせ
まさか人間どもハデスめ。あの時私どうすれば見抜けていたのだろうか。
Let's see how many levels there are left. There's one more after this.
冥府へ向かう道では派手。
まさかね、ベル
これは仁義に近づく。みんな
よ
それぞれが自分の幻影と向き合い戦っている。仁義に近づくためこの試練に乗り込む。
誰かが試練をかけたら意味がない。周りをよく見て困っている子を支えてあげてね。
俺と猛族の行く道に何も関係ない。それが全てだ。
怪物まで現れたみたい。みんな気をつけて。
私自身が火種とならばそれもまた消すまで心配には及ばぬ。
見事だ。これからも頼みにさせてくれ。
大切なものを守りたいんだ。
体の戦。
お前が機嫌を取っているだけじゃない。その通りなの。私は大それたことはできなくてもいいの。少しでも癒してあげられるならそれで十分。
否定はしない。でも歴史を学べばそんな一面を避けるべきだ。それも前だ。
戦に勝つために何が足りないんだ。たとえ無様でも構わん。あがきを愚がきで天を掴んでやる。
花の戦打ち取ったり魔物の人間から目をそらしたいだけ。己と同じす負けはずの皮肉をそれだけでこんなにも不快だと。儚いからしか美しい幻の時は到底理解できないだろう。
先に出してやろう。
敵将
鮮やかなお手並みですね。思わず見とれてしまいました。
私たちに打ち勝ってみせる。やれやれ、ここへ来て私たちの情念まで現れる。名機の神武エルス打ち取ったり共に試練に挑もう。
さすがに良い働きをする。お前のいない戦場など考えられんな。
君は大切な人だ。その事実、何かテストとはね。花田の戦、ご覧あれ。そのために友が苦しみ続けると知りながらある程度覚悟をしていた。自分自身に言われるとやはり不快なものだ。ああ、試練というだけのことはある。乗り越えられた。
目にも鮮やかな活躍だ。私の視線を捉えて離さん。
歴史は真田の戦、ご覧あれ。行こうか。いざ参る。友を手にかけた過去を忘れるつもりはない。深くこの胸に刻んでおく。辛い体の痛さ、ご覧あれ。今の私たちの友情があるのだから。
いや、君を見ていると飽きないね。私を滅ぼして私の言語が現れる。
花田の戦、ご覧あれ。いざ参る。
私の姿、
花田の戦、ご覧あれ。
願い事を口にする。
行こうか。いざ参る。いざ参る。花田の戦、ご覧あれ。いざ参る。
私は
やけどするぞ。
ラグナロクを乗り越えた。この力で この程度で揺さぶられるほどか。弱いものではなかろう。神が人間に諭されよう。己の特権そう。私は運命に甘んじて受け入れはしない。
Alright, time for the last level. And I'm probably never going to touch the story mode again, except for farming rare elements. And I already have most of my usual characters are all decked out already, so probably mostly playing Infinite.
誰一人欠くことなく。
皆さん、
Ah, here we go.
ああ、マジ。
よかった。これ
先ほどの試練、力さえあれば全てが思い通りになる。認めね。
調子いいんじゃないの？
無事に神器も手に入れ、その今は城に
奴が
なんだ。
No, there's two more.
Yodou
騒ぎ。奴とはオーディン。
I'm alright. I got 50 bucks in GameStop credit from my neighbor a couple hours ago. So on Friday, when I see my psychiatrist, I'm gonna go and see if there's anything I want, but there's not really much of anything. There's not even anything on the Steam sale I really must have. It's got one level after this, and then I'm done with the damn story mode for good. So I'm very happy about that, because, man, this shit's been padded out forever. And the frame rate's getting even worse. Yeah, I would spend it on the ZX collection, but I only owe like $25 on that, and I can easily pay for that out of pocket, so I might just get some random Steam games or something. Good lord, this frame rate. What is up with it? It's like getting worse and worse. Nintendo, stop making Switch Lite. Give us Switch Pro. And actually run an action game. Come on. I'm tired of, like, all the games I like on the Switch running like this. It's like frame rate's not a priority anymore. Everything's about graphics. Make it actually run at a functional frame rate, and then worry about the graphics. So I like the changes they made to this game, but I can't wait for it to be on PC so I can actually enjoy it at a locked 60. The Switch version is the only one that has English. And if it was out on PC, I'd be playing it on there. Would not be playing it on the Switch. I love the Switch, but man, I just don't like how poorly everything runs. Merry Christmas. It's not that I got it early, it's that the English Switch version of this has English text for whatever reason. I don't know why. Apparently the PS4 version does not, because there's been other people in my community that mentioned importing it themselves and not having English text. So why only one version of the game has it in English and why they're making everybody wait until February is beyond me. But this game's got a lot of random issues that they're already aware about, that they're already talking about a patch. They've already announced a patch even for January. So it's kind of a blessing in disguise, really. There's a lot of little things wrong with this expansion that you guys won't have to experience because the patches will pretty much already be done by that point. Well, maybe not. They did support... Whereas Orochi 3 Ultimate got support until, I believe, it came out in America. They did like 4 or 5 months of patches. Who mentioned me playing it? What are you talking about? I don't know what person you're talking about. Oh, which one? Tell me. I'm curious.
俺が直接息の根を止めてやるよ。
Oh, yeah. I know he watches my stuff.
待ちわびたぞハデス。今こそこの手で貴様を葬り去ってくれよ。ハデスが現れたか。神々の王たるわしが直々に相手をしてやる。
なかなかいい攻撃だったぜ。ま、俺には全然効かないんだけどさ。聞いたぜ。なんちゃって。
laughing about keep healing while he was in hit stun that entire time.
だがお前たちで遊ぶのも飽きてきたな。次で決着をつけるとしよう。
Just laughing about being comboed to death.
ともあれひとまずはしのぎきれたい。さてこの地に再び集いし英雄たちよ、その力わしにもう一度貸してもらいたい。この異界と我が兄の野望を打ち砕くためユグドラシルへ進むとしよう。
あの時
言っただろ。
守備は調子いいんじゃないの。
I think this one has the best gameplay, but the worst level design and the worst campaign. The campaign and level design in this game is just abysmal. But the gameplay is very fluid and fun. Yeah, I really enjoy playing it from a moment-to-moment basis. It's just... playing through the campaign is torture. Yeah, I really hope they, the next batch of Muso games, they get back to more open-ended level design, meaning, you know, if you want to go straight to the enemy base and the commander and just take on 20 dudes at once, you should have that option. They don't give you that option in this game. You have no freedom whatsoever. And as you play the game more and more, it just becomes more apparent how little freedom you have and how much time you spend staring at gates, waiting for them to shut up than you do actually playing. The level design just is awful. In this game, they have a mode where you don't have to listen to them talk, so you can just enjoy the combat. That's what I really like about this.
何を今さら。
ゼウス殿。
It says a lot that, like, a lot of the unique weapons require you to complete objectives in a very short period of time, and it's like, even if you have, like, ridiculously overpowered, like, raised characters like I do, more than half of that time, more often than not, is going to be just waiting for the gates to open. So it's like, they give you a time limit of 5 minutes to do something, and, like, maybe a minute and 45 seconds or 2 minutes will be mandatory dialogue you can't skip. And if you mess up and you go back to a checkpoint, you have to listen to it again.
Odin が仲間の力を認めた。あのオーディンの心さえ動かした。
Yeah, I remember trying to get a couple of the unique weapons on Vanilla Warriors Orochi 4, and it became very apparent to me that messing up even once would basically make me sit through several minutes of talking.
ありったけの力をハデスにぶつけ
They're
ましょ
too focused on trying to have this big plot and lots of character interactions that they forgot what makes the games fun, which is actually being able to go at your own pace and have some actual control over the battle. You don't have that anymore.
前の脇のへ行くわいい。私は東の神殿へ向かおう。
あなたの戦ご覧なれ。
オーディンの魂を解放するそしてみんなの未来を守るために
何をしたところで今の俺にかなうはずがない。消し去ってやるよ。
No, older Muso games gave you a lot more freedom in how the map played out. The level design was far more open-ended. Now, there are some good things about it. I mean, in this game, you very rarely have to babysit anybody. Escort missions are basically just waiting for them to show up, as long as you kill everything. Like, things like that help the game to flow and be less frustrating, but you're still greatly limited by how much they talk. And it's not so bad the first time, if you actually care about the story, but the original Warriors Orochi 4 had literally nothing else to do but the story. So the issues with the pacing and the excess amount of dialogue became very apparent. Even if you weren't like super hardcore into the games, just trying to get the weapons and stuff. A large percentage of it was just waiting. The new weapons are in infinite mode. They take a metric ass ton of materials and resources. I don't have any yet. Perseus is unlocked by getting all the Perseus fragments, which is basically just playing through like a quarter of the story again. It's really boring. It's very trivial and uninteresting, but it's their way of padding out the game. I spent a lot of my time while I was not streaming today clearing it. I know. Better surprise would have been like the Spirit of Sanada characters are like actually in the game after all. That would have pleased a lot of people. This game is like 80% recycled assets. And they couldn't be bothered to recycle the last few characters they have left that aren't in the game. I really don't understand the reasoning. Very odd decision on their part. So a lot of people did not play Spirit of Sanada, myself included. A lot of people would have liked to play them. So I don't think anybody really gives a shit about Achilles being back in the game. I mean, from a narrative standpoint, it does make sense that he's playable, but nobody cares about him as a character. Nobody played him in the other one. He was just kind of there. His moveset is very boring. He's not an interesting character. I feel like just because they realized they're doing Greek mythology with this game, that they could just recycle him. Which makes sense. I mean, it would be kind of odd if he wasn't there, but it kind of feels like a waste of a slot to me. They could have added someone else more interesting. Of course. I'm the only one that can do anything. Got an officer pile up over here. Better make sure the dumb AI doesn't die. Apparently Samurai Warriors 5 has been in development hell for years. I can see why another game with those tired movesets is not going to go over well for anyone. Be completely honest with you. Dude, what is with the not staggering? What the hell? Okay, you can stagger at any time. What the hell is up with this shit? Of course, it's fucking scripted, like always.
おめでたいやつらだ。その神器を使えば何が起こるか本当に分かっているのか。確かにそれを使えば囚われたオーディンの魂を解き放ちユグドラシルを滅ぼすことができるだろうが、オーディン、お前の魂は本来死ぬべき運命にあったもの。それを体に戻した時何が起こると思う？わかるな？一度ねじ曲げた運命が再びお前に降りかかる。お前は死ぬ。滅びるんだ。
Later, Merry Christmas.
そんなオーディ
He doesn't even bother to try and catch it. It just stands there. This is so stupid.
ならばもう一度ねじ曲げてやるまでだ。その運命とやらをね。
あの子の力を強く感じるわ。こっちよ。
息が上がっているようだ。
放っておいても久々に魂を得て喜びに打ち震えているところだ。
地下に続く階段か。おそらくはこの先にハデスが。
どうだ、なかなかいいだろう。ユードラシルに作った俺の城さ。さあもう一度やり合おうじゃない
You've
か。
already fought like 15 times. Just die already. scripted. Had him dead like 10 maps ago. Watch, now that all the plot armor's gone, he's probably gonna die in one combo.
ハデスの周りにある祭壇、そこからハデスに力が送られているみたい。まずはあの祭壇をなんとかしないとね。
逃がさないぜ。
祭壇は怪物が守っているみたいだ。怪物を倒せば有力化できるはずよ。
ペルセウス、私たちもオーブンに続くぞ。分かった。共に行こう。
私と共に来る。
木製の祭壇を俺が叩き潰す。
余計なものまで潰されてはかなわない。俺をどうする。
近くで見物させてもらうとしよう。
この祭壇は制圧した。これで少しは戦いやすくなる。なかなかやるな。それじゃあこんなのはどうだ。南西の祭壇は俺に任せる。我らは南東の祭壇を目指す。灘の戦、ご覧あれ。燃えよ我が家に。
これほどの軍を容易に一体どれほどの力を吸収している。
ユグドラシルはすでに力を失ったハルスは一体何の力を失したのか。
いざ参る。
おそらく滅びへとユグドラシルが吸い上げているこの理解だ。
祭壇を制圧した。力の流れも捉えた。さあ幻影たちよ、奴らを消し去ってしまえ。
かき乱してやろう。
驚いちゃった。あなたってこんなにできる子だったのね。
そうそう一人目が。
Yes, on the Japanese Switch version, which runs like garbage. Frame rate's terrible.
祭壇も無力化して少しはハデスの力を削ぐことができただろうか。
さていつまでもつかな。精鋭たち、地の底より入れよ。
大地に勝利への道を切り開くの。
守りは私が引き受けよう。行こうか。役に立つ。やけどするぞ。
これからもその調子で励むがいい。ずいぶん待たせてくれたじゃないか。さあ勝負といこうぜ。いざ参る。これ以上は勝てまい。いざどうよ。ご覧いざ参る。楽しいなゼウス。お前と本気でやり合えて俺は嬉しいよ。だがもう遊びは終わりにしよう。次でお前を倒す。ご覧あれ。お前を超えるんだ。
Come on, dude! How many times? This like won't end. It's just like going on and on and on.
膨大な異界の力を吸収し続けているのだ。何らかの影響が出始めたのかもしれない。
No, it won't. That's probably why it's in development hell. Because the Switch sucks. It's too weak.
何かしら。とても良くないことが起きる予感がするの。
とにかくミーミルの泉へ急ぎましょう。悪い予感を現実のものとさせないために。
破壊神の幻影まで作り出すとは派ですね。力を使いすぎだ。
今の俺に不可能なことはない。俺こそ神々の王にふさわしいんだ。
道は開けたわ。ミーミルの泉へ急ぎましょう。
I wouldn't be surprised if Platinum's asking them for more horsepower. Maybe they're planning to have it be a Switch Pro like launch title or something. If it runs anything like Astral Chain, I will not play it because that game's performance was terrible too.
今こそ光届かぬ冥府から解き放たれ輝くオリンポスの頂点に君臨するとき。ゼウスを超える。この俺が神の中の神となるのだ。
さあ、今度こそ幕を引きましょう。滅びゆくこの異界とハデスの暴走に。
心を一つにすれば超えられぬ死などない祈りをするの。この試練も我らならば必ず乗り越えられる。
雪村殿、我らの力で世界をあるべき姿に戻そう。この鮮やかな粉、日々の勝利に君ならさらなる歴史目指すことにして。
かき乱してやろう。
ゼウス、お前を倒す。お前を超えてやる。
来い、ハデスよ。
守ります。
御しきれない力がハデスを飲み込んでいくわ。このままじゃハデスが。ハデスの声が聞こえる。心の底では
What the fuck? What happened?
ハデス
Just fucking die!
なんだか様子が変だったわ。
Just coming back over and over and over and over and over. And because I had Hayabusa out and he's not, like, broken defense, I got one shot. Now I have to sit through all this talking again. Like, I swear I had him in hit stun. The frame rate was so terrible, I couldn't see what was happening.
とても良くないことが起きる予感がするの。
Shut up!
悪い予感を現実のものとさせないために
Everyone's got like 50 paragraphs to say in this game. I get it. I guess I should just not switch to Hayabusa because he's gonna have like 10 health bars. Come on!
届かぬ冥府から解き放たれ輝くオリンポスの頂点に君臨するときセウスを超えるこの俺が
The frame rate was like 3 FPS. I couldn't see that he was even doing an attack.
今度こそ幕を引きましょう。滅びゆくこの世
We're gonna talk for like another 10 minutes.
心を一つにすれば
Yeah, the power of friendship. Shut up already.
我らならば必ず乗り越えられる
This story mode is like worse than the other one. More talking.
我らの力で世界をあるべき姿に戻そう
セウスお前を倒すお前を
Come on.
超えてやる
Yeah, if you fucking helped, maybe I wouldn't have died.
人間の力を見ることができてわしは嬉しいぞ
制御しきれない力がハデスを飲み込んでいくわ。このままじゃハデスが
He's at 2 health bars. He's not dead yet. Still talking. Come on.
ハデスの声が聞こえる。心の底ではきっとあなた
Finally. Jeez. It's like, did they think they were making an MMO or something with like all these scripted invincible phases and stuff? Pretty much all it does is it just
勝負は
prolongs the
ったな
inevitable.
ハデスよ神々の王たる我が力思い知ったかと言いたいところだがな今回勝ちを得られたのはわしの力がお前より秀でていたからではない違いがあったとすればただ一つ神といえど単独ではなせぬこともあるそのことを示し力を貸してくれる者たちがいたそれだけのことなのだお前ともまたそうした中に戻れることを信じている
参ったなやっぱりここは俺には眩しすぎる
Should sentence him to an eternal, unskippable cutscene. Tell him, like, lock him in a gate.
冥府へ帰っちゃったのかしら。
Tell him dinner's outside. and then have to listen to them talk for all eternity instead of being able to
ゼウ
eat.
ス殿のお気持ち
That
は
would be a good
ハデス
punishment
殿
for
に
him.
もきっと伝わったと思いま
That's
す
what this game has become.
どうやら我らも長いは無用ということらしい。
その通りだ。ユグドラシルは核を失った。もう長くはあるまい。さあ、ここは我が命をかけて作り上げた場所。一人で見取らせてもらおう。
オーディン、あなたは
みすみす死んでやるつもりはない。生き延びてみせる。今回もな。
本当に勝手な子たちばっかり。
そうだな。しかしこたびの一件で彼らの心に少なからず変化が生まれたことも確かです。
人の子らよ、お前たちを巻き
Sorry
込ん
for all
で
the
しまったこ
cutscenes.
と今改めて詫びておこう。
悔しいけど
I'm sorry our monologues make the bosses have like 10 more health
こうい
bars
う
than they
結果は生
should.
まれなかったわ。これはあなたたちと一緒だったからこそ切り開けた道だから、心からお礼を言わせてもらうわ。本当にありがとう。
やれやれ、どうやらこの世界に幕が下りるようだ。
もう少し君たちのことを学ばせてもらいたかったが、それは次の機会まで持ち越しとしよう。
まあそんな機会はないに越したことはないんだがな。
さらばだ、人の子らよ。何時らの行く新たな道の先に光あらんことを。
冥府の王の俺が勝利をもぎ取ってやるよ。
ゼウス、
どうしたのだ。
私人間たち
All the trouble we put them through.
異界での騒動では私たち
All
の
the
底力を
cutscenes.
収めるために力を尽くしてくれたでしょ。でもそのことに報いること、
働きにはそれ相応の
もちろんよ。
神々をよ。
皆さんとの修行、いい刺激になりました。一緒に鍛錬をしてきたよ。壊しちゃ
皆と食材を探すのはとても楽しかったわ。知らない調理法も教えてもらえたし、これから作るものの幅が広がりそうね。
Alright, well, I think this story mode is even worse than the other one in some ways. Towards the end, it gets padded out like crazy, and they only added like 3 new maps in this game. So the fatigue starts to set in even faster. I feel like they could have gone without the whole Perseus Fragments and final chapter thing, because it's mostly just adding. It really feels like they had like no budget to make this game. I'm glad that they fixed a lot of the gameplay stuff, but the story is still just... it's torture to get through. And I really hope this game is not indicative of how they're going to keep designing like levels in Musou games, because you have no freedom at all. Like, it doesn't matter how strong your characters are, you're just heavily gated by how scripted everything is, and it's what kills the replay value. I'm glad that they have a mode where you don't have to deal with it, but I don't even know if I want to do this again on PC. Having the maxed out characters helped, but you can still get one shot. But it is nice that the defense stat actually means something now. If you do level it up, then you actually can take some punishment from like the griffins and stuff. So I like that aspect. Like when you play in infinite mode, you don't really know how strong your characters are. And when you go back into story, you have a lot of you just have a lot of power trip. Does the health stat even increase? Yes, it increases, but you can't see it. It's not like the old games where they had like a, you know, beat-em-up styled health bar with the multiple colors and stuff. The health bar actually is longer. It does get longer, and you can hold more of it. You just can't see it. And that's just a bad UI decision. They didn't bother to update the UI to accommodate for being able to pretty much double your health. I think gameplay-wise, I think they improved a lot of the problems, but the story is it's still just... it's awful to get through, and they make you play through half of it again. Not half of it, but like a significant chunk of it again to get the final chapter, and the final chapter is just the same maps again. My biggest problem with the way that the levels are designed, besides the scripting, is that there's no level on par with Tsukushima in the last game, which was just a big-ass pile of officers. It was really fun to just play that over and over, and it had like minimal talking. Like, none of the DLC, none of the maps in this really have a big officer pile-up, and the infinite mode doesn't really either. Infinite mode is mostly just like one-on-one fights. So with like how long and drawn out and padded the story mode is, there aren't very many levels you want to play again. And even if there are, you know, you're still going to be waiting a lot. Now, I don't know why they made such a drastic change to the way that the levels are designed, but it's definitely the worst part of this game. It's not as bad now that you have other ways of enjoying the combat without the story, but still getting through it is... I had more trouble getting through this than Pirate Warriors 3, and Pirate Warriors 3 is a slog too, because that game is a lot of babysitting and stuff, and that awful Halloween level with that big-ass boss that keeps coming back. But it doesn't really overstay its welcome that much. The story mode in this definitely does, and a lot of that just comes from the fact that there's not that many maps. And there are some that are really annoying to traverse, so when they keep recycling them over and over and over, they can really start to wear you down. But I like how they fixed a lot of the problems. You know, there's more freedom with the sacred treasures, for one thing. I feel like they could have gone a little farther and buffed a lot of the shitty ones. You're still going to be using the same, like, 5 or 6 sacred treasures pretty much all the time, but at least you can switch them between people, and your character's not completely dead weight because they don't have one of the few good ones. I remember them mentioning that there was supposed to be some kind of buff for them, but it seems like that was BS. I haven't noticed anything at all. Only just some, like, system changes that kind of indirectly buff things, like the Talaria, the boots, If you have reach plus 20 on those, the hitbox is actually quite generous. And you can actually kind of use it now. But I don't know. It seems like they're going to improve the game a lot with patches. They already promised a patch for January, which is going to have more of the old music. The infinite mode will let you go unlimited time after you clear the tower. And then there's going to be more sacred treasures. Or rather, the deity sacred treasures will have alternate versions that the mortal characters can use. So I know a lot of people are upset that they're not doing a worldwide release. I think you're honestly better off. Feels like this game was rushed to market to like close out their fiscal year or something. It doesn't make much sense that the game has not even been out for a week and they're already talking about a patch fixing stuff. Kind of like pretty big sign that they didn't have enough time. Oh wow, thank you for the donation. How do I like the game? I like the combat, I like the infinite mode. The story mode is trash. I really don't have any desire to play it again. It's like I'm excited to play this in 60 FPS, but playing through that story mode again, I'm not looking forward to it at all. My problem with Persona 5 Scramble is it's not going to be on PC, so it's going to run like trash. I'm not looking forward to that. There's no PC port announced at all. The Switch version of Persona 5 is probably going to run like this, which is like barely playable. Yeah, well, I'm not buying a PS4 Pro. You need to put that shit on PC. I would love to believe in what you're saying, but after all the games I played on Switch this year that barely function, I don't have high hopes. Fire Emblem is the only one that does, and it runs uncapped. It drops quite often, but it does target 60 FPS. It is the only Musou game that has the option to go into performance mode. Ah, come on, I don't want to purify anchors. Alright, there we go. Much better. When does it come out? February? This February for me is just the ZX collection, Zero ZX collection, which is not really for the channel. I'm just buying that because I like those games. I don't really think people would be interested in watching me play it. It's more of a personal fun game for me than something I do guides on. Maybe a port review? I don't know. I don't want to get suckered into buying a game like Astral Chain, which is like a bunch of boring menial tasks and very little actual fighting. 'Cause I don't care about Persona at all. I'm not into the franchise at all. I've never played them. They're not the kind of games for me. And they already showing stuff from the trailer, like running around on the beach and talking and stuff. I'm not like... Oh, the Mega Man. Yeah, maybe. I'm not expecting to make any revenue back on it. I'm just getting it because I like the games. Gotta book it over here so I can skip 2 floors. Get to the really hard tower. That's what I'm trying to do now. I'm not gonna have enough time. There's too many mooks over here. Why are there so many over here? Shit. Come on, exit. Go. There, just barely got it.
ライだよ。ライだよ。わしが直々に力を貸してやる。喜ぶがよい。
That was badass. Now I'm having fun because I'm not stuck pumping walls waiting for them to stop talking. So I think this game is worth it if you like the combat, but story is still a slog to get through. Hell yes. The pain is over. Now I can just have fun. No more talking. No more gates. This is a pretty good team. These are like 3 of my favorite characters. Link Tong's mostly just there because he buffs the currency multiplier by a lot. So not having him there is kind of stupid. Well, they're all ready to promote. He seems a lot better now that he has access to other Sacred Treasures. And Reach plus 20 really helps him too. That's actually one of the unspoken good things about this game, is having Reach plus 20. A lot of the characters that have like really bad hitboxes they benefit from it.
見事な戦だ。
I missed. The exit must be either up in the upper left-hand corner or down way at the bottom. I need to try to book it over there so that I can skip another floor. We don't have much time left. Ah, here it is. Perfect. Get the hell out of here. I'm gonna have to stop soon because I haven't uploaded tomorrow's video. That was a nice, easy one. Say, the most annoying ones are probably the ones where they want you to, destroy all the anchors, purify or destroy them. Those ones take forever. They're not particularly interesting. They could be kind of really stressful if it's one where defeating officers does not increase the time limit, or you get one of the really big maps that's not a wide open space. It could be a real bitch to get to them all. So I generally, I reset the floors if I get that one. The other ones are all pretty straightforward. Usually just depends on what kind of map you get, how efficiently you can kill officers. A couple promotions. Actually, I think I'm gonna go ahead and stop there, upload tomorrow's video. Tomorrow's video is gonna be, not this game. It's gonna be some Final Fight LNS Ultimate. I was playing that a little bit today. At this point, I need to just put out gameplay of the new characters. I don't really think I care about uploading the cutscenes. I saw someone already did that earlier. I don't know if they actually had the final chapter, because before you get the final chapter, it says that you have all the cutscenes. You actually don't. There's like 4 or 5 more cutscenes after that, but they don't show up on the menu. But I don't really try to monetize cutscenes anyway. I mean, I upload them if I feel like it, but generally somebody just steals them off Nico Video anyway for games like this. They steal it off Nico Video or like Yuku or something, somebody who got the game from a Japanese store early. So I probably won't bother with the cutscenes. I'm just going to do gameplay of the new characters, which I need to go ahead and make their weapons, and then from that point on, it's just going to be infinite mode, so no more hearing me rage about the story mode. It's just pure gameplay from this point. After this, there is another tower, apparently, where the miasma scales up even higher. I know I'm going to have a lot of fun with that. Tomorrow, I have to go visit the kiddies in the afternoon, the morning, and then probably like late afternoon, early evening. But other than that, I'm not doing anything besides probably calling my grandma. So I'm going to attempt to get to the end of this tower tomorrow. Also, probably play some PSO2 as well. So thanks for watching. It's Christmas pretty much everywhere in America right now. So Merry Christmas. Very thankful for you guys. This is going to be my 15th year of running this channel in 2020. So I hope to do some exciting things. There's some pretty kick-ass games coming out. There's One Piece, Bayonetta 3, whenever the hell that happens, Zero ZX Collection. This is coming out on PC in February. I don't quite recall what's coming out in March. There's something coming out in March, I can't remember. March 26th. Oh, that's One Piece. Yeah, One Piece is the 26th. A week after my birthday. So, next month I'm not really doing anything particularly interesting. Probably just gonna crack away at this. I have some other stuff I want to work on. Tales of Vesperia, I want to get back to. So that was a pretty big game for me last gen. I want to get back to that. So I hope you guys will understand there won't be that many new games next month. Next month looks really barren. Nothing really happening. But February and March, there's some cool shit going on. I'm sure we'll get a Nintendo Direct soon. They'll probably have some cool niche stuff. Bayonetta 3 is still vaporware. I did get a $50 gift card for GameStop from my neighbor earlier today, so on either Thursday or Friday I'm gonna go try to get something. Probably just grab some stuff off the Steam sale. Fighting EX Layer is on sale for 15 bucks. I might grab that. Super Crush KO comes out on January 16th. I can probably get a review key for that, but that'll be the next thing I'm covering. And Streets of Rage 4 sure seems like it's getting close to completion. Maybe that will be in the first quarter of next year. I may be able to do a Christmas giveaway this year. I'll look into it. Some of the stuff that I cover is not on sale. Like I would do a giveaway for like Battle for the Grid or something, but it's not on sale right now. Probably because they just put it on sale like 2 weeks ago or something. But if I find something like if Assault Spies on sale or something, maybe I'll do a Christmas giveaway. So I will be getting some money from my parents and my grandma probably tomorrow. So I'll keep you guys updated on that in the community posts. I'm going to go ahead and upload tomorrow's video. And then if I'm still awake, I might come back and do some PSO2. And I'll dump this on YouTube too. I'm sure some people would like to see how awful the story mode is. After playing that, I really don't want to go through that again on PC. It's just not fun to play. It just drags on and on and on. And it's just amplified by the fact that there's so few unique maps. And that was a problem in the original game too. They had like 50 levels and like 10 maps spread between them. So you went back to each place like 3 or 4 times, and it got very repetitive. And some of the maps are just not very fun to navigate because you can't really go exactly where you want. You have to go somewhere elevated or something. They did add a couple new maps. The new maps are actually pretty nice. They're pretty straightforward. Not really a lot of mazy type stuff, but I definitely feel like they could have added more. And one, can't even really call it adding. It'd mostly just be recycling them from the other games. I think that's something they could have done to reduce the monotony. As the story feels like you would be going to more interesting places with all the stuff that's going on in the story, but you go back to the same 3 places like 30 times. But I know I could probably like cheat the Perseus fragments back in on the PC version. That shouldn't be too hard to do. You can skip all that boring stuff. My file's definitely ready. You only need like, I think you only need like 20 or 30 crystals to max out the camp tree. You really don't need that much at all, and then like maybe 300,000 or so gems, and you can basically have all the new features right away. So it'll just be playing through the story again, but I'd be skipping all the cutscenes. I'd probably would just put someone with brilliance on, and then just power them up in infinite mode and plow through it. And then I'll just be playing infinite mode, which I think is great. I can see why people think it's repetitive. It could definitely use a little bit more variety, but it's not very often in games that have a very heavy combat focus that they actually give you a mode where you can actually just enjoy it and not be bogged down with gimmicks and cutscenes and dialogue. So I greatly appreciate that. There's lots of great games out there that like have like no bloody palace or survival mode or anything. So I'm glad that they added it, even though it's obviously very low budget. Probably not a whole lot of effort or time went into it, but as someone who really enjoys the combat system and all the crazy shit you can do, it definitely satisfied my desires. So I'm thankful for that. I probably won't bother doing an overview. Not an overview, but a review. I think I pretty much covered everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and upload. If PSO2 comes up within the next like hour or so, I might sneak in a midnight stream. So thanks for watching. Merry Christmas. I will be back, if not later tonight, probably before or after my morning shift. Peace.